accidentally opened my eyes during prayer at church and saw Jesus doing the worm. Twitter for iPhone strikes again as the users having the more interesting lives. Suck it, Android! Hello and welcome back to Kalbus. My name is Kwite, and today we're going to be looking at some r/brand-new-sentence, where things that have never been said before get said. Buckle yourselves in, you're in for a ride. Yoda and the originals. Hee hee hoo hoo, little creature I am. Ooh hoo 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 hoo. Yoda and the prequels. Backflip I do. Responsible for war crimes I am. It's kind of odd because I know that it's a funny meme that Lego Yoda is getting drafted, but Yoda actually commits war crimes, don't he? God, there's no Geneva Conventions in the Star Wars universe, that's for sure. I spent $6,000 and over 40 hours building my 100% movie-accurate Groot costume, and yet all the idiots in my office can't stop emailing about Shannon's dumbass toddler bullshit baby Groot costume that honestly looks like a turd in a marshmallow. Okay, I can't lie, both of these are sick, but the reason that theirs is getting a bunch of press is because it looks like a turd in a marshmallow. Like, which one of these is more striking? The, like, really pale, realistic tree one that I could almost mistake for a tree that Mr. Beast planted, or the one that looks like a massive turd with a baby face sticking out of it? I'm gonna be honest, I love both of these costumes, the excellent craftsmanship, but... $6,000 in 40 hours! I just walked by a karate place near my house, and they are letting all the kids wear their Halloween costumes, and I just saw Kylo Ren get his ass kicked by a taco. I mean, that's essentially the plot of what the Rise of Skywalker is going to be anyways, with or without the Halloween costumes or karate involved. The penalty box in hockey is such a funny concept to me. Big fighty men go on the naughty cube, in prison for sports crimes. Go to the terrarium and think about your punching, you knife-footed ice gremlin. All they do is sit there plotting their little gremlin plans for as soon as you let them out of the gremlin cube. This is the plot of Adventure Time. This subreddit predicts show and movie plot. In what situation do you ever need this picture for? Getty Images, none with a fish. She's underwater. I will piss on your sofa. You know, a drastic turn of events, one that I can't say I expected, but it's quite fitting for this image, I must say. Russian scientists tracking eagles with SMS transmitters ran out of money after some of the birds flew to Iran and Pakistan and drew up huge data roaming charges. You know, this image feels very misleading because I'm almost certain this is not one of them eagles that did that. You're not fooling me. I don't see an SMS trip on this eagle. Nice try, Russia, but you're not influencing another of my thoughts. Taken from twitter.com. Grown men come on here and tweet, "Come, vibes, McDonald's Sprite," and get 100,000 followers in a merch line. Add "come to McDonald's Sprite" for peak vibes. You know, I really hate this tweet because it directly calls me out. Follow me at Kwite. Single father tries to end world hunger with his rock collection. Hashtag explain a film plot badly, and it's the plot of Avengers Infinity War. Incredible. I feel like that's the least amount of words you can describe this film in. I mean, there's the funny meme where it's like, why use lot word when few word do trick? But honestly, I feel like this really does the trick, even though it's maybe a few more words than you need. Just get rid of all them pesky little connecting words, you know what I'm saying? The Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve. Matthew 20:28. Profit like it's hot. Throw it down, Jesus. Throw it back. Shit. For real though, if you clear all like the pews and stuff out of a church, them floors is made to be used for partying. That's all I'm saying. Never be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Who wants to gargle my unborn crib midgets? Crib midgets? Oh my god. Using the word gargle to describe that action is a new one, but I guess that's what this whole kind of concept is. What am I doing with my life? How did I get here? Why do balls hurt when hit, but not when fucking? How can guys fuck so hard it sounds like a white man running in flip-flops, but when they get tapped on the balls, it's painful and nauseating? Edit, I'm female and just genuinely confused about ball pain. Well, you know what? The only bad questions are the ones that go unasked. Thank you, my user/my hips tell the truth. I mean, when you're I get, like, I don't know, I'm a big virgin, so I wouldn't know this one, but, like, when you're, like, doing the slappity slap, what slapping isn't necessarily the balls, it's more like the base of, like, your penis, isn't it? And the balls droop for a reason, so they aren't the things that hit. I'm sure if they got crushed in between, that shit would hurt real bad. One day, there will be a generation of senior citizens that regularly use the term, bruh. Self-thought shower thoughts. Dropped Viagra on floor. Oops, I just yeeted my skeet candy. I don't think that's something people are gonna say. I've never heard someone use skeet in actual conversation. Y'all, this comment was made by a boomer in hiding. Hey at YouTube, maybe don't put ads before the first aid vids. I don't have time to watch a Red Lobster ad when my gran is choking on a fish bone. A woman died that day. Men can easily spend 30 minutes to an hour just looking for the right porn to get our 3-second nut. That's because the real nut is the friends you make along the way. Hey, for silver and gold, thanks everyone. Hope you all have a great day. Why would you edit your Reddit message to fucking thank people for gold on the nut? The real nut is the friends you make along the way. Shut up. Skeletal Skin Flute is right. Because the Pornhub comments are extremely fucking helpful. Like, what they will do is they will help people with their math homework. I don't know where, like, if you go to r/Pornhub comments, you will find the most wholesome stuff there. It's great. I mean, aside from the stuff that isn't wholesome. You know what I mean. Angered, your face strike me as women, but I look and you actually ugly boy. I am not happy with you. Is crime to try to gay someone. Silly, ugly little boy. The first clinical trial of a male birth control gel is underway. Her, get in the bed and get in these guts. Him, hold on baby, I gotta put my sunblock on first. That's too good. That's too good. That sunblock is not gonna work because this man is already making dad jokes. He's preparing for the inevitable. Dicks are literally the strangest things on the planet. Wet sock looking muppets that suddenly come alive when boobs are seen. Jam themselves into a hole until they get so happy they throw up, then get super sensitive and turn back to deflated, wacky waving inflatable tube men. That's the best thing she's ever created. That is the greatest piece of content to ever come out of Nicole Arbor's library of content. Here we have our friends the eagles again, and I think these are the actual eagles. This week, on previously unsaid sentences in animal history, migrating eagles accrued a huge cellular bill that forced scientists to take out a loan to pay for them. Incredible. Just the lengths that some people are willing to go for the things they love. Kid tells Mall Santa a secret. Seconds later, him and his elves are beating the crap out of a child molester. Real-life bad Santa doesn't frick about! A Wisconsin mall Santa decided to handle one of the naughty list members early this year when a young girl told him her Christmas wish was for her stepdad to stop molesting her. He and 4 of his elves attacked the guy who was waiting nearby and pummeled him unconscious. An eyewitness recalled the Santa didn't say nothing. He just grabbed the back of the guy's skull and headbutted him real hard. The witness continued on to say, then Kringle got on top of him and just started pummeling him. He was laughing and screaming, ho 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 motherfucker. I don't think this is real because it's by Thug Muncher. I don't think that's a real article, sorry. I feel like I've seen this article a lot and it's got disputed before. But still very funny. The Jewish what? The Jewish-Japanese Sex and Cookbook in How to Raise Wolves. Well, I mean, jack of all trades, as they say, master of none. I haven't been able to get the full video, but we just celebrated one of our steam locomotives turning 145 by chucking a chocolate cake into her firebox. Does that have any implications? Like, does that do anything to the engine? Well, happy birthday, steam locomotive. I hope it was a good one. Don't go too crazy now. Doesn't look a day over 144. Massive semen explosion at bull insemination plant sends firefighters running for cover. Jesus. Drunk teen with flower pot over his head uses chainsaw to rob gas station. Exposes butt during escape. Hey man, I don't judge. We all have our crazy nights and we all do crazy stuff sometimes. The Chesapeake Bay is surprisingly shallow. A 6-foot-tall woman can wade through our 700,000 acres of the bay without wetting her head. Wow. Who is she? Women seeking women. I'm 6 feet tall, fashionable, and enjoy lawn walks through brackish estuary water off the coast of Virginia. She's our most famous cryptid. The Bay in the Bay. The Chesapeake Bay. The first time I've heard bay in ages. What is the best response you have given to a phone scammer? Pete's Pizzeria and Abortion Clinic, where yesterday's loss is today's sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna move on from that one. Got so drunk last night, we started labeling things in our Airbnb and woke up to this. Bagel seeds! Cheerios be like that sometimes. Men who hate women on Twitter are weird. I hate mushrooms, but I don't hunt down, correct, criticize, humiliate, and harass, then jack off to them. Makes a point. New sentence. If you drink cold water and piss warm piss, technically you're a teapot. This is not mind-blowing. This is dick-blowing. Get it? because pee comes out of your dick. I mean, unless you're a woman, then it comes from somewhere else, which no one knows. It's not the vagina, though, boys. Never make that mistake. Thinking about how, as a kid, I was afraid to sleep alone in my room because I thought a ghost lived in my closet. So every night, I'd wake up and move into my parents' room to sleep on the itchy wool rug to the floor. It was a bit under their bed, and I wanted to lie on it perfectly, so I'd also be a bit under the bed. But also, I loved to eat ice cubes, so while I was up in the dead of the night anyway, I'd go grab an ice cube from the freezer, and then I'd sneak into their room and lie down and start crunching on my ice cube. And without fail, my dad would wake up and be like, "Are you really eating ice in here at 3 a.m. again?" Then I'd swallow the whole ice cube really fast. Anyway, anytime I think I'm ready for kids, I think about losing sleep every night because there's an 80-pound sentient creature halfway under my bed just eating ice. The story of Jack Frost, everybody. Thank you, Vampire Apologist, for this incredible post. The professional guy looks like he just smoked a quantum joint. You can see space-time flowing through his eyes like he's in complete control of it. This man is no longer experiencing time and life linearly. He can see all the pieces at once. Takes off my jacket to reveal a second leather jacket just underneath. You mean skin? What an absolutely terrifying addition to my post. Thank you. A friend of mine who worked leather had this leather conditioner that he used for sunburn that he swore worked fantastically. My face must have displayed my disbelief. He just shrugged and said, "Skin is just leather waiting to happen. Skin is just leather waiting to happen." OMG. Well, I think that's all the time we have here today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you had a good time. Be sure to subscribe and drop a like if you enjoyed. We upload Reddit videos here daily, so stick around if you want more. Thanks. Have a good one.